And what is up, Anime Detour? This is 2025, and I'm here with Ciaran.
Hi.
And we're going to be talking just kind of some brief stuff about your career, what experience like the convention, kind of the other stuff that we talked about that you want to make sure that we can talk about first, but appreciate you taking a few minutes of your time to kind of sit down and talk with us. So first, have you been to Minnesota, like Midwest, before for conventions, or is this kind of an all-encompassing new experience?
I've been to the Midwest. I've never been to a con specifically in Minnesota, but I used to have a guitarist who lives here, and I love the Midwest. I'll be totally real with you. Like, it's so like you guys have that like so like down home like attitude. Everyone's just super friendly. Like, I've never been to a con in Minnesota. I've always wanted to come to Detour randomly because I've had a lot of people say good things, like attendees as well, and yeah, it's been fun. I love Minnesota. This state's amazing.
That's awesome. Now, obviously, you've done a lot. I mean, you've been voice acting, I think, since 2014-ish?
No, 2019.
2019, okay.
Well, 2018 was when I fell into
2018,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
So, you've done a lot in what would be a very short
I've been very lucky.
amount of time.
Very lucky, yeah.
What was like a role as you were kind of getting into it and starting to take all these roles? I mean, I know recently you did Apothecary Diaries, kind of took off in popularity.
Amazing, yeah.
What to you has been kind of like the biggest surprise getting into kind of the industry and the kind of seeing how your career has progressed so quickly in like 6 years?
There's been a lot of interesting stuff. Being a trans dude, when I first came into anime, I was really gearing myself up to play a lot of female roles.
Okay.
And I was like, typically because I'm not on testosterone, I'm probably going to get a lot of female roles because of my voice. Booking female roles has been really tough.
Really?
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of male roles, which I didn't anticipate.
Okay.
And I knew it was going to be tough as a trans person because my voice isn't sitting where, a lot of it's very much in that like kind of adolescent, kind of younger male age group. But I was very surprised at how many people really did take a chance on me for bigger roles, and not just me specifically, but a trans actor.
Right.
Misaki in Tomo-chan as a girl, I had like a 4 or 5 year goal of like, I want to play a romantic love interest, like a sis, like, and Caitlin cast me in that one, and I was completely blown away. I didn't anticipate ever getting something like that. I got to play the lead in Awashi, which I like to call the redheaded step sibling of Blue Lock.
Yeah.
It's a really good show. It's very
Blue Lock is fantastic.
Blue Lock is very out there, and Awashi's a little more down to earth. It's a little bit more technical. It's a little bit more like that, like Haikyuu type.
Yeah, which is another great one.
But playing a lead in a sports shonen was something I never thought I'd be able to do as a trans guy. So that really blew my mind.
Yeah, I mean, like you're saying, it's cool for me to be able to like watch those shows because I'm a huge sports show guy.
When they get like technical, I'm like, Skate does that. Oh.
Yes, Skate does do that. When it's the realism of like when the things that they're saying actually make sense. Like, I don't know if you ever watched the Hajime no Ippo.
No, I haven't.
It's a boxing one.
Oh, okay.
Like old, like late 90s boxing one.
My dad was a boxer.
But they use the actual... I did too for 7 years.
Did you really? Oh,
yeah, about 7 years, yeah.
So you know that?
Yeah, and the techniques that they do... I mean, obviously, some of it is... They're going to embellish. You got to embellish. But it's actually real techniques. And it just helps. Like with Blue Lock. I mean, like, obviously, there's embellishment.
Blue Lock's a lot more embellished, but it's like... It's still
but
cool
the
when
realism
you see those
of the stuff, yes.
It
definitely helps.
Yeah, I love that.
What's been the biggest kind of like... Obviously, you've done so much anime in such a short period of time. Has there been a character that you've done or an anime that you've been a part of that you were surprised that fans at conventions latched onto?
Yes and no. I was very surprised at how much love Requiem of the Rose King gets. But I think a lot of people found the manga after the anime and really fell in love with the story, and because it's about an intersexual bloke who wants to be a man. He's very much a trans dude, and it's just a different retelling of Richard III. And weirdly, we had a Ciaran Strange in my family, but he was in the Tudor court, so he was on the wrong side than I played in the show. He was a Red Rose, and he was Lancaster, and I was I played Plantagenet. So I don't know how happy my ancestors would be, but I've always wondered like about the story of Richard III, because we only really know of York through the tellings of the Tudors, and they really like kept a hold on Shakespeare to make sure he wrote what they wanted, right? Like especially like Elizabeth really kept him under her thumb, and so I've always been interested in like how much of it was embellished, how much of it was real, like how much did they make a monster out of him? Like, it's just wild to me.
History, when they do animes based on history, there's always that, like, how much could this have been?
How much could this be real?
Right.
Like based on just seeing the side that's normally villainized as the heroes. It's kind
like,
of interesting.
like Moriarty. I don't know if you
love Moriarty.
Fantastic.
I did some Waller in that one. That was
I was
a good
blown
show,
away by how good that one was.
That was
But
a good
it's
show.
yeah, like you said, it's that concept of like how.
What if we flipped it?
Exactly.
Yeah, I love it. It's Suicide Squad. It's
Oh,
great.
yeah,
it's-
pretty much. Yeah,
I
it's
love
so
it.
good.
And I find that like no story has ever not been done. Like every story's been done, right? So
Right.
it's like the more we can flip
when you
it,
can twist it a little bit to make it different, that's
I
what
love
people
that.
can latch on to,
Yeah.
and like that's what makes like animes and shows just kind of take that extra step.
Totally.
When you can tweak a, like you said, a kind
Typical,
of worn out
stereotypical,
concept,
yeah.
and you can kind of turn
Put
it on
something
its head a
new.
little bit,
Yeah.
make it different, make it exciting.
That's what makes
and-
that good story, like game
Right.
or anime or whatever
right.
it is. Yeah,
Well, even
yeah.
like something like skate, there's. Skating by itself
Yeah.
or skateboarding has obviously been done in
Yeah.
so many different things.
Yeah.
But that concept of like the underground,
I love it. It's like underground
concepts-
fighting, but like
right.
for skateboarders.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
so cool.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's what my little friend group thought they were when we were in high school. We thought we were
Like
ass.
the underground awesome
Oh my
badasses.
God.
Like
I like tried to skateboard to like I used to think it was because I had crush on guys, but I think it was because I wanted to be one of the guys, and I like broke my wrist and like it was bad.
yeah, I
So
tried
just-
skateboarding for like 2 weeks, and then I realized
Yeah.
like, wait, I have to continuously put in effort
to
to
not
make this
fall
thing
off.
move.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no way I'm putting in this much effort to
And
making
I'm-
this thing go
I'm
straight.
good at stuff usually to begin with, so when I have to put, I was one of those horrible
I-
kids where if
I-
I had to put effort into it, I was like, I don't know about this.
The second it's like
yeah.
an instant, like, oh, I hit a roadblock. All right, well,
Yeah,
I
let me
mean,
go back to something that's easy.
what's the end goal here, and does it really benefit
Yeah.
me to figure this out?
Yeah. Do I really want to be in with
Like-
those guys? Yes, but no.
Like, yeah, not so much.
That's funny.
Now, obviously, like being 6 years seems like 6-7 years seems
Yeah.
like a while, but like it's like new.
Well, they say it takes 10 years
Yeah.
to break a new artist, whether it's a
Yeah.
singer or an actor. You take 10 years
Right,
to break.
but obviously
right?
you have like as you people can probably tell from listening, you have like a huge passion
Yeah.
for the shows that you are a part of,
Yeah.
the things that you're able to do. Is there like not so much like if I could get into this anime that's currently on, but if like anything you've watched that you're like, man, if I could have done that role or that character, like if they ever remake this, I want this role.
It's funny because like I always like the way I deal with auditions in my head. If any of y'all are actors out there, is I always imagine there's so many AUs in the world where like there's another AU where someone else was cast in Awashi as the lead. There's like millions of AUs where like all these other AUs of the world exist where other people were cast in these roles. So it's really hard for me because a lot of these people are my friends too, and I'm
Right.
like, even if I wanted that role, half of the time I'm like,
It's fine. You can say to your friends that you're better than.
killed it though.
Like, it's
I'm
fine.
like, I don't know. I would have loved to have been in the Egghead arc of One Piece. Because I love
Ooh, yeah.
cyberpunk, and I feel like, but again, so many of those roles, they're killing it. So I'm like,
everyone is doing a
maybe there's
fantastic
another
job.
AU where I am.
Yeah, that's
but
just-
like in the 616 version of the
Right.
world, it's hard, man. I feel like there's some legacy characters that I'd love a shot at. Like
Yeah.
that's the one. Like I'd love a shot at like a. If there was ever going to be like, I love that they've created this like scrappy queer Captain America in the Marvel
Ooh, okay.
universe. I'm like, I'd love to have a shot of that. I feel like a Brit playing Captain America would be kind of funny though. I'd love a shot
like
at like if they did a scrappy Hawkeye.
Oh,
He's kind
you
of
could
my
definitely do
baby.
like a what if.
A what if? Yeah, what if Hawkeye was trans? Yeah,
And do,
what if
like-
Tony was trans?
Yeah,
Iron Man.
you
I
could do,
feel
like,
like
a
something
cool
like
what
that.
if of that,
I feel
like-
like I'd love to like take on a legacy role like that, or like a version of a legacy
Yeah.
role. Because the other thing is I never want to miscast myself, right? Like I never want to be like, I want to be Hawkeye and I sound like a 15-year-old. Like I've always wanted to like make sure that anything I'm being cast in is true to the thing. I'd love a
Right.
shot at Tails. But
Oh.
Colleen O'Shaughnessy is so good. It's so hard.
So good.
Maybe Mighty, because he doesn't have an English voice yet.
Okay.
So I'd love
yeah.
a shot at Mighty. I feel like Mighty's a good boy. The armadillo.
Yeah.
And I love Charmy. So I'd love to be a part of the
that-
Sonic universe.
That'd be pretty awesome.
And I'd love a shot at a James Bond character. Like if they ever went trans, it's never going to happen with Amazon now. But if they ever did like a different, like they wanted to expand that James, I'd love a shot at an AU version of a James Bond.
Yeah.
That'd be so good. Because I've grown up with Bond. I love how cheesy
Favorite
it is.
movie?
Oh, there's so many good ones. I love Thunderball.
yeah.
My favorite as a kid was Moonraker because I loved Jaws and I love when he's eating the cable car.
Yeah.
It was like my favorite moment as a kid. But I love Die Another Day's a good one. Halle Berry's so hot in that. And I loved The World Is Not Enough because I
Some
went
good
to
choices.
I went to the Millennium Dome as a kid, like that big white thing he slides down.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
what a
yeah.
waste of money for the English taxpayer that was. So I do love to see him just land on the dome and take it out. That's kind of
That'd be pretty entertaining.
Do you have a favorite Bond movie?
Ooh, God.
There's so many good ones.
I grew up like in the later kind of era of it.
That's
I mean,
okay. There's nothing wrong with new Who, you know.
Yeah. I mean, like when I got like super into Bond, that's when like Daniel Craig was doing the big stuff, and I kind of had to go back and watch a lot of like.
I
the Pierce
liked
Brosnan
what
and,
Craig
like,
did because he gave it a grittier, like even from that first like moment in the movie, you're like, this is a different Bond.
Right.
Like, they're really reinventing this,
Yeah.
and it took me a
Things
while.
exciting.
Yeah.
Well, I'll make sure we wrap up so we. I know we.
Sorry,
got,
I'll talk forever.
No, I was gonna say
Like-
if you didn't have a panel like in a little bit and stuff that you had to do, we could be like, all right, we'll just clock out like 30,
Just
35,
chill,
and like
whatever.
just chill.
Yeah, no, I'll talk
If we
forever.
could start-
God,
by all means, so
acting,
can I.
anime,
It's-
James Bond, don't get me
Oh
started.
God, yeah. So like convention, glad it's been awesome like for you so far,
You guys
and
are
the
amazing.
experience and
Your
everything.
guest department's so fantastic.
They are
We love them,
fantastic.
yeah.
I know obviously like future roles are a lot of like NDAs. Is there anything that has been announced that you're allowed to kind of say like, hey, this comes out this date or anything? I want to make sure if there's anything that you have coming out
there
that
is
we
a
get
new
chance
show
to
coming out. By the time this goes up, it should be out because it's getting announced today, I think.
Oh, then,
so
yeah.
definitely check out my Blue Sky. I will be posting about it on there, and definitely check it out. It's a cute show. I'm really excited for
awesome.
it. I identify a lot with this, guys, so I'm
Okay.
really stoked for this.
Awesome.
Definitely check it out. It's going to be a fun one.
Awesome. And then do you have any main socials, website, or anything like
I'm
that?
mostly on Blue Sky these days. That's kind of
Okay.
where I'm hanging out. I'm going to be streaming on Twitch again soon.
Oh, very cool.
It's
I did that for a little while.
Oh, it's fun. I love
It
it.
is fun.
I need the energy to set my streaming gear back up, but there's so many
It is a
games I
lot.
want to
It is a
play.
lot.
There's one coming out at the Philippines called High Times, and
Okay.
it's like an anti-dating sim. So it's got a totally international cast, and the idea is you're
Okay.
meeting up with your exes and kind of you're putting the ghosts to bed. And I'm really into
okay,
it. It's
okay.
a really fun game, and I feel like you should check it out. We'll be playing that on my stream. My friend's trying to get me into Disco Elysium, so we'll be playing that on
I've heard
stream.
of that, yeah.
And we'll be playing some Pokemon and stuff. So it's Strange Box. Strange
Okay.
Box on Twitch.
Awesome.
And then Ciaran Strange on Blue Sky is
Okay.
the other place I'm at. So yeah.
Awesome. And then any final message to fans, anything like that you'd want to pass along?
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be a really rough time, but just stay true to yourself and do what you need to do to survive this next little bit of life. And I will see you when I see you on the other side.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Yeah.